Here's what's happening in the city of Rockville. We'll show you how Rockville is celebrating National Bike Month, recap Rockville Science Day, and show you how some residents are going solar. This is all the latest news in the city. This is Rock 11 Now. Hello and welcome to the May edition of Rock 11 Now. I'm your host, Morgan Lash. Each year, Rockville seeks federal funding for the city's capital improvement projects and support for its policy priorities. Mayor Bridget Donnell Newton, City Manager Barb Matthews, and Assistant to the City Manager Linda Moran recently visited the city's congressional delegation in Washington, D.C. to discuss Rockville's federal priorities. Priorities include funding for bridge rehabilitation, sewer system improvements, and stormwater system renovations. The city is also seeking grant funding for extensions for Maryland and Dawson Avenues, for hiring a school resource police officer, and for a community development block grant, which the city puts towards housing rehabilitation for low-income homeowners and other low and moderate-income housing. The mayor and council shook things up last month and left their usual meeting spot in City Hall for a walking meeting through East Rockville. Rockville 11's Christine Rice has the story.
The city's first walking town meeting of 2015 was held on April 18th in the East Rockville neighborhood. These residents had the opportunity to walk through their neighborhood with the mayor and council, city staff, and the East Rockville Civic Association to discuss important issues in this part of the city.
It's an opportunity for us to talk to the neighbors, hear what their strengths are and what concerns they have about their individual neighborhoods, things that we as a city can do to make things better.
Many East Rockville residents took advantage of the beautiful weather to walk this unique neighborhood of the city with the mayor and council.
Well, it was wonderful to see so many residents out and joining us. I met many residents who I had not met before, but I also learned a lot of things about the community and their issues that they are concerned about.
The 1 mile walk through East Rockville highlighted different areas of the neighborhood, residents' wishes, and challenges.
I know that quite a few residents want chickens in the neighborhood, so they want us to change the chicken ordinance. There's also some abandoned alleys that they want us to address. There's some safety issues at Park Road.
While the residents and Civic Association expressed their concerns, there was also a lot of appreciation for the efforts of the city of Rockville.
I give the city an A for responsiveness to complaints, and a lot of the things we're talking about are more lifestyle issues as opposed to crime or whatever. In fact, crime specifically is very low over here. We have monthly reports from our city liaison from the police department, and he just gave statistics a week ago at our Tuesday meeting, and crime is down again in East Rockville. So it's a very nice and family-friendly place to live.
Walking town meetings allow the mayor and council to focus their attention on one Rockville neighborhood at a time.
I think a lot of members of the city don't see the other places in the city than where they live. And so by bringing them into the city, showing them the issues that we're concerned about directly, all of a sudden we hope they will have an understanding of the issues that affect us here in East Rockville.
East Rockville is one of the oldest neighborhoods in Rockville in general, the West End, of course, being just about as old, since our proximity to the railroad tracks and the railroad station over here, now the metro station over there. It is a very eclectic neighborhood. The actual boundaries of East Rockville are larger than most people would suspect.
The mayor and council are holding walking town meetings throughout the different neighborhoods of Rockville.
So if we haven't hit you yet, please send us an email and let us know you'd like us to come walk with you in your neighborhood.
To request a mayor and council walking town meeting in your neighborhood, email Deputy City Manager Jenny Kimball at jkimball@rockvillemd.gov. For Rock 11 Now, I'm Christine Rice.
May is Older Americans Month, but Rockville finds ways to celebrate the senior community all year long. We stopped by the Senior Center open house to hear why it's so great to be a senior here in Rockville.
When asked why it is so great to be a senior in Rockville, the answers are many and varied.
Because there's so many things to do. There's lots of places to go.
There are a lot of opportunities in Rockville.
Rockville offers a lot of opportunities for residents of all ages to be active and enjoy life, especially seniors.
If you just look at their catalogs, it's amazing how much they have available for people.
You can get a lunch for a very reasonable price for $1 donation or more, and you can take fitness classes, and you can use the fitness room and do exercise.
For seniors who are not gym fans, like Barbara Attardi, free courses allow her to learn new knowledge.
I'm taking a French course and finishing my French homework and doing some writing, and it's keeping me pretty busy.
Seniors are especially thankful that the senior center makes their lives easier, such as by sending a bus to pick them up at home.
And the bus stops right at my door. What more can you ask for?
I interface with the outreach worker. I'm looking for a new apartment, and she gave me good leads to call for those.
In addition to receiving help from the center, Dorothy said she also loves the opportunity to contribute as a service provider.
I volunteer in the gift shop, and that's fun and get to interact with people.
Bailey Russell said convenience is the key why she moved to Rockville.
Everything you can walk to, that's what I like. And I purposely moved there because I knew that was being built. And everything's right there, the library, my church is across the street. It's wonderful.
You know, there's help everywhere. I just have to figure out how to allocate my time to everything. It's a great area. I love Rockville.
For more information about the Senior Center and the many activities there, go to rockvillemd.gov/Senior Center. For Rock 11 Now, I'm Sheng Lim.
Rockville's annual Science Day is one of the city's most popular events. Children and adults from across the county gathered at Montgomery College for a day full of fun and learning. There were rockets, robots, and kids even got the chance to do some hands-on experiments. Rockville 11 has the story.
Rockville Science Day is always a family favorite. We join the fun here at Montgomery College to explore and experience the world of science. For Rock 11 Now, I'm Sheng Lim. Celebrating its 26th anniversary, this year's Rockville Science Day featured 87 exhibitors, with some new technologies like quadcopter drones, 3D printers, and energy-efficient electric vehicles.
Our exhibitors are gold, and they are community people. They're doing most of this volunteer work, and they are excited about science and technology and getting it out to the people.
As a non-profit organization, the Rockville Consortium for Science has partnered with the City of Rockville for more than 20 years, dedicated to raising the understanding and appreciation of science in the region.
I don't believe that we as a people, as a country, as a community, will be able to survive without, you know, honoring the science and then keeping abreast of what the latest science is and what the technology is so that we can go forth as a community.
Bob Ekman feels that technology is a fundamental part of everyone's life, and Science Day is a great way to inspire the younger generation to become scientists, doctors, or engineers.
We have to get our young people to take on these activities and grow in those careers. So that's what it's all about. It's not only science past or science present, it's science future.
Ekman said the consortium is now working on something big, a business plan for building a physical home of Rockville Science Center.
And it's time for us to get our own building and put these exhibitors in that building. And we don't want Rockville Science Day, we want a Rockville Science Year.
The Rockville Consortium for Science invites you to help plan the creation of the Rockville Science Center. Attend a fun brainstorming session on May 9th or 30th at 9 a.m. in the Carnation Room at the Rockville Senior Center. You won't want to miss this opportunity to be a part of creating something big for Rockville's future. Rockville celebrated Earth Month last month by recognizing community members who have enhanced Rockville's environment and sustainability efforts. Environmental Excellence Award recipients were recognized at the April 20th Mayor and Council meeting. Tri-State Ice Management received the award for Outstanding Leadership in Environmental Practices, and Mr. Chris DeGay received the award for Individual Environmental Stewardship. May is Bike Month, and Rockville is proud to be a bike-friendly city. Capital Bike Share is a service that allows everyone in Rockville the chance to bike in the city. We'll tell you what it is and how to use it up next.
So we're entering our second year of having Capital Bike Share in Rockville. It's a system where we have a series of stations around the city and in Montgomery, the surrounding Montgomery County area, that people can take out a bike and use it for however long you want, and then put that bike back in the same place or take it somewhere else.
With bike share stations all over Rockville and surrounding areas, it's easy to hop on and go for a spin.
This shows you where all the bike share stations are in the city. We're here in town center at Maryland and East Montgomery. Stations all the way to the north, Rockville Metro, Shady Grove Metro, over in Falls Grove, King Farm, outside into the county towards the life sciences centers. Then you can see their stations all around District of Columbia, Arlington, and Alexandria. So when you come up to a station, you decide if you want a 24-hour or a 3-day membership. You just type in rent a bike, swipe in your credit card. When you do that, it will print out a little receipt here telling you the 5-digit code you need to type in to get the bike out. You have 5 minutes to do that, so it gives you plenty of time to figure out which bike you want. When that receipt comes out, you just go up and punch the buttons here. When you want to come back and get a bike again, you just put in your credit card again, and it remembers that you have the 1-day membership, so it won't charge you again.
Bike Share also offers free membership to low-income residents.
Rockville got Bike Share in conjunction with Montgomery County through a grant from the Federal Transit Administration, and we have a program where low-income residents can get free memberships to the Bike Share system through the Job Access Reverse Commute Grant, the JARC grant. Go to our website, rockvillemd.gov/bikeshare, and that'll give you more information on if you qualify and how you can get your free annual membership for Bike Share.
Celebrate Bike Month in Rockville with Capital Bike Share or with one of these fun activities. Race the Tour de Cookie at 9 a.m. on May 2nd. Join the Bike Month kickoff ride at 10 a.m. on May 3rd. Stop by the Bike Commute Basics Happy Hour on May 12th from 5:30 to 7. Leave your car at home for National Bike to Work Day on May 15th. Have your bike checked by the Rockville Bicycle Advisory Committee during bike safety checks on May 16th. And participate in the 9th Annual Ride of Silence on May 20th. For more information about Bike Month activities in Rockville, go online to rockvillemd.gov/bikemonth. If you live in the city of Rockville or a surrounding neighborhood and have ever thought about going solar, now is the perfect time. Rockville is starting a neighborhood co-op where residents can learn about the process of going solar together and get a discount for purchasing as a group. An information session was held for interested residents to learn some more. Here's the story. With the support of a Department of Energy grant to the Metropolitan Washington Council of Governments, Rockville residents are now eligible for a limited-time residential solar co-op program. The City of Rockville, Community Power Network, and Maryland Sun organized an information session for residents to come and learn more about the co-op.
Today we had an information session for the citizens of Rockville to talk about our solar co-op that's launching. The neighborhoods of Rockville are getting together to use their collective buying power to get a discount on going solar.
The session had a great turnout, and representatives from the Maryland Sun were on hand to answer questions residents had about going solar.
Well, the idea behind a solar co-op is to gather people together in Rockville who are interested in exploring if solar is going to work for them. When they come into a group like they did today, they hear, all the different kinds of questions that maybe they wouldn't think of to ask, and they realize that it's much easier to go solar as a group. We're looking at savings as much as 30% compared to if you would go do this individually on your own.
This information session was the first step in joining the Rockville Solar Co-op. Residents that attended learned about the benefits of going solar as a group.
The process can be a little intimidating for people, so doing it as a group, in addition to getting a discount, is a great way to get the support of the group and have folks, other homeowners and the folks from Maryland Sun to help answer questions and really guide people through the process.
It seems great. This is my first introduction to it, but it's really exciting that people are getting together and doing this.
For more information, visit mdsun.org/Rockville. For this month's episode of Meet Your Neighbor, we'll introduce you to the Mindstorm Masterminds, a group of 4th to 7th graders that spend their weeknights building and programming robots, creating board games, and preparing for a national championship. Rocio Snowdy has the story.
The first LEGO League challenges teams of students of various ages to find innovative solutions to world problems.
So they got together and they said, okay, what names are we going to have? And so Mindstorms is the name of the LEGO robotics system. And if you go to LEGO and you think about all the electronics, it's Mindstorms. And so they thought, okay, we can be masters of these, so masterminds. I think there are now 20,000 teams worldwide doing this. And so what's exciting about it is Maryland has one of the bigger programs. And every year we've been fortunate enough to get into the States where they take the top 72 teams and they compete, both in the robot, the project, and core values judging. And this year, actually, we're going to go to the World Championships. And those World Championships are in St. Louis, and they get to interact with teams from all over the world. Our team this year, a lot of us all lived in King Farm at one point or another. So while we live apart or they go to different schools, at one point we all lived close together or went to the same Boy Scout troop. The first year what we found was just give a kid the problem and they sort of have to try to solve it, and they just get together. And what's great about the LEGO system is that they just play, right? And they try out new solutions, and I think that's a great way for kids to learn.
Being of different ages, while at times challenging, proved to be an excellent tool for the team, and we're soon able to learn from each other powerful tricks to create a successful unit.
You may be contributing to the team in a creative way. You may be the person that is keeping the team motivated because you're always funny. I think the biggest challenge in coaching the team is bring all of them to the same level because they drive themselves to that same level. So this year, a couple of kids were interested in the stock market, and they said, how could we teach other people about the stock market? In fact, not other people, but maybe kids.
So actually, this prototype that you're looking at we've gotten it manufactured from thegamecrafter.com, which they actually manufacture prototypes. And once we're ready, we can sell it off of the Game Crafter. They have a selling site and also a design site.
And also we're trying to get this into the curriculum of MCPS, so we are meeting with the director.
For the robotics portion of the competition, the team created a robot positioning system that allows its robot to detect its position on the field and move accordingly. The team has learned to market themselves on social media and hope to continue learning, supporting, and having fun together. When asked to leave words of encouragement to their peers, they eagerly passed on their wisdom.
If you're into exploring and discovering new things, I think you should really do this, and it's really fun.
It's definitely something in which you learn a lot more than just science and engineering. You learn a lot more about communication, especially. So I think even if you're not into science, you would still have a good time.
Yeah, it's just a good general learning experience. You get basically everything as my
Okay.
There's so many There's so many different opportunities out there that you can express yourself to if you have an interest to. It doesn't necessarily have to be robotics. It can be your arts, mathematics, anything really.
And Maryland.
For Rockville 11, I'm Rocio Snowdy.
Hometown Holidays is right around the corner, and this year is going to be bigger and better than ever. We spoke to Amanda Knox about what's in store for this year's best party this side of the Chesapeake. Here's what you can expect for this year's Hometown Holidays.
Hometown Holidays will take place over Memorial Day weekend, Saturday, May 23rd through Monday, May 25th, and will feature live performances on 4 stages from more than 30 local, regional, and national bands. The event will also feature the Taste of Rockville, which showcases some of Rockville's best restaurants who are offering tastes of their menu throughout the weekend. There's also a lot for families to do. We've got kids' activities and amusements, as well as a stage dedicated to kids and community groups with a lot of different types of performances for the kids and families. families. And then backed by popular demand is the Hometown Holidays Beach, where we actually bring in a bunch of sand into the Bud Light Beach stage and set up some tables and umbrellas, and it's a really good place to put your feet and relax. The event will conclude on Monday, May 25th with the 71st Annual Memorial Day Parade and Ceremony. The ceremony will begin at 9 a.m. On Monday and will feature music by the Rockville Concert Band, a speech by our Grand Marshal, and then at 10:30 the parade will start through Town Square. We've got about 60 groups performing this year, anything from bands to dance troupes and Girl and Boy Scout troops. So it's a good time for the whole family and a great way to spend Memorial Day weekend.
Also at Hometown Holidays, come try all of your favorite Rockville restaurants together in one spot at Taste of Rockville. Rockville 11's Chloe Leschner has a preview of what to expect.
With Memorial Day weekend and Hometown Holidays right around the corner, it's time for residents to get a taste of Rockville.
And the Taste of Rockville, which is part of the whole event, includes 25 restaurants selling tastes of their food. So if there's a restaurant you've been willing to try and you just haven't done it yet, you can come and try the food from that restaurant, and hopefully you'll go back and become a regular customer. Or it's also a way to learn about some restaurants that you might not even know existed.
The annual event is presented by the Rockville Chamber of Commerce and Community Ministries of Rockville, an organization that works to improve the lives of those in need.
Everybody who comes and enjoys the food that day, they're helping to support all those services that we provide to over 5,000 people in this community every year.
Dawson's Market and La Tosca are just two of the vendors that will be returning.
We love it. It's a great event. You get out there in front of the community. We get to show off. We're very proud of our prepared foods department, and it's a great opportunity for us to show off what we can do.
For the owners and all the managers, staff, we feel privileged to be here.
Tickets for the food are $1.25, and each food item costs anywhere from 1 to 5 tickets. Be sure to stay full while enjoying everything that Hometown Holidays has to offer.
Hometown Holidays is a tradition in the city of Rockville. It is always held on Memorial Day weekend, the Saturday and Sunday of Memorial Day weekend. And this year that is May 23rd and May 24th. And the hours are 12 noon to 9 in the evening for the Taste of Rockville, and 2 in the afternoon to 10 in the evening for the music and the children's rides and some of the other activities. It's just a great way to come out, to be part of a community, to see your neighbors and other folks you know from Rockville, and to have a lot of fun.
For more information on Hometown Holidays and Taste of Rockville, go to rockvillemd.gov/HTH. For Rockville 11, I'm Chloe Leschner.
That's all the time we have for this month's edition of Rock 11 Now. I'm your host, Morgan Lash. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at Rockville11, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for exclusive web content. You'll want to stick around because up next we have an exclusive look at one of the bands that will be featured at this year's Hometown Holidays. On behalf of the entire team here at Rockville 11, thanks for watching.
Moonlight's creeping on the fire escape. I'll be home, but I'll be late. Don't whistle. I'll climb up where the